Breaking news. Wole Soyinka have spoken. Citizens have right to run from Nigeria. Wole Soyinka speaks to the federal government. Remember that the federal government of Nigeria specifically has implemented what we call a committee to look into why Nigerian youths especially are relocating and are moving away from the country. And they are putting things in place to ensure that Nigerians, especially the youths, find it very difficult to get visa to be able to leave the country. You know, whether you like it or not, they have the statistics. Yes, when you go to make an application, especially if you're traveling abroad, those documents are shown. When you come in, remember that when you're going out, your passport or visa is stamped. When you're going or you're coming in or going out, either way, it's stamped. So these things, if they keep accurate record, shows the numbers of personnel who come in and those who go out, excluding those who even go by road. You know, some people go through the north, try to go through the desert, through these dangerous routes to get out of Nigeria. Very dangerous. Please don't ever do it. If you as a person are thinking about going through any of those routes, please don't ever think about it. Don't ever consider it. It has no benefit and you may end up losing your life. You would have been better off to stay in Nigeria rather than going through that dangerous route. Anyway, Wole Soyinka is giving his thoughts and his opinion, saying Nigerian government has no right to stop Nigerian youths from traveling. You know, they have a right to travel and to run out of the country. Exact words he used. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. Citizens have right to run from Nigeria, Soyinka says. Nigerians have the right to run from the country if they are not comfortable with it, according to Professor Wole Soyinka. The Nobel Prize literate, who also described Nigeria as a plane that is on a terrible slide, said the country cannot continue to stay this way. Specifically, Wole Soyinka called for Nigeria to decentralize, insisting that this is the only way to make the country move forward. Recently, the government is looking into why Nigerian youths continue to run out of the country and try to put system in place to ensure youths do not migrate out of the country. For those who desire to run from Nigeria, Professor Wole Soyinka has sent a critical message to them. He said, those who wants to go and are not happy with what is going on in the country, you have a right. Please exit the country. If you feel that what is happening, you're on the terrible side, you have a right to leave. Don't allow anyone keep you down. Soyinka said during an interview section he had with the Arise television. He said the only way Nigeria can really continue to be won and Nigeria can really succeed is if they decentralize and continue to look out for solutions to make out for this country to be better. Nigerians cannot survive together as it stands with power being only from the central. The country look more like a plane that is about to land on its wrong side. And everybody and anybody has a right to go. The governments do not have the decision to prevent those who are looking for greener pastures and want out of Nigeria. So my people, it's happening. Wole Soyinka was in an interview and he was responding, to questions saying, listen, if they want to go, they can go. You don't have a right to keep them here. If Nigerians think that, what's happening, it's unprecedented, they cannot keep up, they want to go, please let them go. Recently, I put you up to date, Nigerian government, through Arabeshola's, is a minister of interior and the rest, they said they are looking into why Nigerian youths continue to migrate out of the country in a large number. And they were saying, well, it is high time that they put system in place, maybe probably things like making getting of the visa more difficult for them to travel, things like making but they did not talk about making the country a better place. If you make the country a better place, it's a normal and a natural phenomenon. Where the carcass eats, the birds will gather. The birds will normally gather. Why? Because it's their meal. If there is employment in the country, yes, if there is employment, people do not feel out of place. If people feel among and they feel belong and they feel that they feel part of the country, I don't think anybody will want to run out of the country. I personally don't think so. I may be wrong, but I think if people feel included in government, they know that they have a part, they feel part of it. They appreciate what is going. They are included. They are not out of place. They are not out of touch with what is going on. I feel people will be more tending towards staying in the country. If there is a job, if they have a life here, less people will think about relocating or traveling. But where you don't have a life, where you are not, you don't even know where you stand, do you really think people want to stay in such an environment? I personally, I don't think so. If I have an opportunity, I will want to move. For a better, greener pasture, of course, I will want to move. So, Wole Soyinka is saying the government have no right to keep the people or to make things difficult for Nigerian youth who intend to travel out. If they want to, let them go, because the central system of management of this country is not working. Recently, the whole reason for agitation is because the government and things that are happening have shown that Nigerians, I mean, at this point in time, the possibility of staying together is very slim. A lot of persons are not happy with the current predicament and all that is going on. Nigerians want out. They do really want out. So, I mean, if you look at everything, you understand why people are not happy. People, there is no job. A graduate. Do you know what some people are doing? Some people have involved themselves in crime. It's not a this is not a yardstick for you to go and involve yourself in crime, but I mean it's the sad reality. Some Nigerians have involved themselves in crime because they feel that there is no way out. Some feel that is the only option. And truly and really, that is not the only option. Please don't involve yourself in any form of crime. Please try, please don't. Because if you are caught, you will regret ever involving yourself in that criminal act. So Nigerians, we've got a good job on our hands. And that job is to ensure that we speak out. They cannot do what they are doing and continue to also still oppress us. It's not allowed now. They've done enough. They've done enough. You want to prevent the people from traveling, from leaving the country, yet you do nothing to assist them. Yet you do nothing to ensure that things are in place. So if they are traveling, they just want to travel. It's not because things are not in place. What have you done to ensure that their safety are guaranteed? Let's even start from safety. We're not even going yet to job creation. We've not gone yet to manipulations, things that are going on. For instance, Twitter is out of the way. You can't tweet because you are in Nigeria. Yeah, you have to go through the other route. You have to go through VPN. So if you look at it, it's terrible, my dear. It's really terrible. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.